I am Michelle Lagare. I'm the president of Q360. We help software development companies develop higher quality applications while reducing cost through remote testing, training, consulting, remote testing, training, and consulting services. Today, I'll be talking to you about building a remote testing career. So first, before we go there, we need to understand first what's the difference between working from home and remote testing. Work from home actually started as an employee privilege for those who want to work, but due to personal circumstances, they cannot go to the office. And right now, I'm sure most of you, if not all, are working from home due to the pandemic, and you are constantly joining online meetings. And of course, as an employee, the work is given to you. And when this pandemic is lifted, the work from home, I'm not sure, but probably will be back to upon request and approval. On the other hand, if you look at the comfortable guy in pink on the right side, he is a remote tester. He is also his own boss. So, and as your own boss, you also get to choose which jobs you want to take. And because you need to scrutinize that, you're also the one to find them. And basically, we work from home every time, or if it's not at home, it's in the cafe when there's no pandemic, in a different city, or even in a different country. Basically, we work wherever, whenever we want, and there's no permission required for that. And now that you know about the work from home and remote testing differences, you might be asking, what's in it for me, Mitch? So firstly, you have the unlimited earning potential, yes, because you can have several projects at a time. And when you are working from home, or you're always working from home, you get to be more present on family and school events. And if you are like us, we are sending our kids to homeschooling, we also get to teach them ourselves. And as remote testers, you get to apply, or you have the liberty to approach, you have the liberty to use the approach that works for you. No one will tell you what you need to do and how you need to do it. And the most obvious one is like this guy. He's not only saving time because he doesn't have to commute, he also saves time preparing. As you can see, not just in preparing, you also save literally half the cost of your clothing expense because he's actually wearing shorts. So aside from that, you also get to improve your personal and interpersonal skills like communication, problem solving, assertiveness, and negotiation skills. These last two are very important as freelancers. And as freelancers, you also save time. You have time for hobbies, and you also get more time if you want to get into another business on the side. And like any other freelancing business, remote testing is not for everyone. Again, remote testing is not for everyone. If you are somebody who lacks discipline, or you need to be driven by somebody else, it's not for you. Or if you are needing office environment, a wonderful office environment to be effective, or you constantly want to see your crush so that you're happily working, I'm sorry, but it's not for you. And you also need to have a solid testing foundation because there's no supervisor to teach you the ropes. You are considered as a plug and play resource, someone who is ready for any project. And because of this, you need to have a go-getter mindset. And lastly on this list is that you have to be able to focus. You don't have to, you cannot be easily distracted so that you can focus on the opportunities at hand. And speaking of opportunities, you might be asking, where are they? They are all online. And here are just some of the common platforms: Upwork, Online Jobs.ph, FreeUp, UTest, Tester Work, and even LinkedIn. Yes, you saw that icon, right? LinkedIn is already posting remote jobs, and it's not just work from home because there's pandemic, but they are actually open to the remote workforce, literally freelancers in short. um, and because of that, one blessing in disguise of this pandemic is that a lot of them, a lot of these companies actually open doors to remote workforce. And because right now they're already doing that with their employees, right? And because of that, there are tons and tons of job posts. And because we are seeing uh, the demand, a lot of employees or corporate people are actually jumping in on the bandwagon. And that is actually posing a challenge for us, because now that there is a big competition, you need to stand out of this crowd. And another obstacle is being able to get into these platforms, because they're becoming stricter. The more people trying to get in, they're trying to scrutinize who gets in. Are they legit, or do they have the right skills needed by our clients? So if you want to become your own boss, here are 3 easy steps. Number 1 is set up, as mentioned, join and register through these platforms, and optimize your profile so that they will see you, they will see your skills, and they will know if you are the perfect fit for their project requirement. Number 2 is land contracts. Of course, you need to search for them, filter out which ones you want to work on, and apply. And number 3 is deliver, deliver, deliver. I cannot emphasize that more. You really need to deliver constantly, because this will make your career sustainable. That's one of the tricks here in this freelancing. You need to deliver consistently. So I actually made here a simple strategy for you to be more sustainable in this remote testing career. Number 1 is optimize your profile. As mentioned earlier, you need to emphasize your skills. You need to stand out from the crowd. Number 2 is that it's a numbers game. So all the more you need to connect continuously to potential clients, and just put yourself out there. Make them know you. Market yourself. And when you do that, you can actually propose what you can deliver. Of course, like any applicant, don't write something that you cannot do, or you cannot promise that you will do or deliver. And you can, I suggest that you send a maximum of 10 proposals or applications at a time. You may say that, Mitch, that's too much, isn't it? But actually, when you apply for as a corporate, as an employee, you also do the same. It's just that you are trying to put more, because as mentioned earlier, you can have multiple projects at a time. And this way you get to build your pipeline, so that when you finish your current project or projects, you already know that there are other projects waiting for you. That way your monthly income will be consistent or even bigger. And number 3, as mentioned earlier, over deliver. Over deliver, because this will build your name, build your integrity out there. And when you do that, your past clients will actually remember you, or even refer you to their friends or other companies. And because of that, they will also, they might offer you retainer contracts, wherein it's like 6 to 12 months of projects worth. And because of that, you are significantly reducing your pipelining tasks. And finally, you can get, you ask for feedbacks. Just like an employee, you get to have your performance assessment. So you also get your feedback. This way you know where you excel and where it needs to be improved. This way you can also use that as a testimonial on your profile or in your website. So that's how you build a remote testing career. And if you want to try it out and having a hard time, do send me your resume. I'll try to find you a suitable project that is in alignment with your skills. You can also have grab my remote testing ebook for free for more information about remote testing. And you can also join me over the Slack channel LT/Mitch for your questions. Thank you and enjoy the rest of the Lightning Talks.